into a series of arm and core exercise. Again, we're really focusing on the shoulders. So if you have any neck or a lot of shoulder pain, you might want to ease up on the weights to something lighter today. All right, let's get warmed up. Hands on the hips. We're going to go on the toes and then on the heels. Nice and high on the toes, back on the heels. Make sure the heels come up right behind those toes. Don't let the ankles bow out. Strengthen those shins and the calves. Work on the stability of the ankles. Hope your week is starting off well. Last one. Now bring the feet wide, arms wide, hips facing me, and we're going to twist the upper torso. Twist the upper torso. Hips stay facing me, hands come behind the mid-back. Big exhale as you rotate. Warm up that core. 2 more each side. Last one each side. Now we're going to warm up those glutes, arms out in front of us, feet hip width apart, toes in front of the heels. We're going to squat and kick, opposite foot to opposite hand. Soft bend in the knees as that foot comes forward and up. Shoulders back, chest out, working on our posture. Belly button into the spine, working on our core. Make sure you're bending at the knees and the waist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 1 more each side. And switch. Now let's warm up those quads. Hands at the mid-back, shoulders back, chest out. Squat and kick. Bending at the knees, drawing that heel up to the rear. Hold that head high, extend the neck. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Bring those elbows out wide. Chest forward. 2 more each side. Last one each side. And now we're going to warm up our hamstrings and our hips. Let's get some lateral movement to the side. Kick with the other foot. Cross, feet are flat. Let's tap the toes. Bend at the waist, come up through the heels and apart. Kick, cross, tap, and come up through the heels. Again, side to side. Inhale and exhale. Switch. Inhale and exhale. Last one each side. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to work on our balance and open up the hips. Let's plant our left leg. Right leg is coming forward and down, working it back like a clock. Front corner and down, out to the side. Open up that hip. Back corner and to the back. Tighten the rear. And again, straight back. Back corner. Now open up out to the side. Front corner. And then straight ahead, soft bend in the knees. Switch legs, forward and down. Front corner and down, out to the side. Back corner, and then straight back. Again, working it back. Back corner, out to the side. Front corner, and then straight ahead. Excellent. Now let's bring our feet hip width apart, toes in front of the heels. We're going to work on that coordination exercise, the goblet, squat, and reach. And reach up to the ceiling. And then in front, and then beneath. Come into a squat and hold, bending at the knees and the waist. One arm, the other, and come up. Nice job. Forward, beneath, squat and hold. One arm, the other, come up. Make sure you're hinging at that waist. So think about those hips. They're coming back and then down and then up and forward. Hips back and down. Hips up and forward. Hinging and holding, hinging forward. Curl those toes up, push down through the heels, and then push up through the heels. Give me 4 more. Three more. 2 more. Tighten that rear. Last one, guys. Squat and hold. One arm, the other, come up. Now bring the hands down. Bring the feet wide, push the knees to the back, come down and grab those ankles. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up through the heels. Excellent. We're going to go into jacks or modified jacks, whatever you're comfortable with. 30 seconds. Just make sure you're touching the fingertips and then touching the thighs. If you're doing modified, bring those feet wide. Get a little bounce in your step and lean into it. 15 seconds. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders to the back and to the front. Nice job. Now we are going to go into a wall sit. Feet hip width apart. Gonna rest that back against the wall. Walk those feet out. Drop the rear until your hips are behind the knees. Bring the knees wide, hands on the wall, not on the legs, holding it here for 30 seconds. Now make sure the toes are in front of the heels, knees over the heels, knees in front of the hips. Pull that belly button to the spine, pull the spine into the wall, chest into the back, back into the wall. Extend the neck again. 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, come up the wall. Nice job. Now we're gonna bring the feet wide, arms wide, warming up those shoulders, circles to the front. We're really gonna be working the shoulders a lot. Small circles to the front. Little bitty circles, tighten the rear, tilt the pelvis forward, push the energy through those heels into the floor. Don't think about those shoulders. 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down, arms come back out. We're gonna reverse the circle to the back. 30 seconds to the back. Again, tilt the pelvis forward, tighten the rear, hold that head high. Really working those shoulders. Big breath from the belly, 15 seconds. Hang with me. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the hands down, shoulder shrugs, shoulders high, hands low, high and low, shoulders to the ears, pushing down to the floor. Get those shoulders as high as you can. Extend the neck. And 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now bring the arms out. We're going to go into over-unders. One hand over and then the other. One hand and the other. Opening up the chest. Strengthening the shoulders and the shoulder blades. So squeeze those shoulders together in the back. Hips stay over the heels. Don't let that tummy come forward. Big breath. 5, switch. 4, switch. 3, and 2. Last one each side. Excellent. Bring those hands down. Arms come forward. Similar motion. Squeeze in the back, clap in the front. Squeeze in the back, clap in the front. Again, don't let that tummy come forward. Hips stay over the heels. Open up the chest. Strengthen the shoulders. Working hard. You got it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down. Let's go into windmills. One arm across the body and out. The other across the body and out. And now both. Again, one arm, the other, and both. Big movements here. One arm, the other, and both. 2 more sets. One arm, the other, and both. Last one. One arm, the other, and both. Now the neck. We're going to look to the side. Center and switch. Center, side, center, and switch. Center. One more. Now, up to the ceiling. Down to the floor. Ceiling and floor. One more. Ceiling and floor. Roll that neck out. Big circle. And reverse that circle all the way around again. All right, guys, we're gonna go back to the wall or the door for a wall sit, or you can go into a squat and hold if you don't have an open space in your room. We're gonna walk those feet out, rest the back against the wall, drop the rear, reposition yourself until your heels are underneath the knees, hands on the wall, draw those shoulders back, pull everything into that wall behind you, extend the head up to the ceiling, curl the toes up to the ceiling, bring the knees out wide, challenge the hips. You got it. And hold it here. 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, push up through those heels and come up the wall. Grab a quick drink. We're gonna finish the rest of our warm-up down on the mat. We're gonna be in a plank position. We're gonna start on all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders or the elbows underneath the shoulders, knees nice and wide, toes nice and wide. We're gonna extend the legs or go up on the knees in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pop up. If you're on those knees, slide back. If you're on the elbows, make sure that the elbows are under the shoulders. We're holding it here for 30 seconds. Drop those toes back. Drop the rear, tighten the rear, bring the hips up. Squeeze the shoulder blades, don't round the back. Guys are doing awesome. Neck relaxed, gaze should be in front of those fingertips. And 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to your mat. Point the toes, plant the hands, extend the arms. Hold it here, or you can come down onto the elbows. Stretch out that lower back in cobra pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up. We're coming all the way back to the feet. Rest back here comfortably. Bring the knees out wide wherever you're comfortable there. Keep the rear at the feet. Extend the arms. Drop the elbows. Lower the head to the mat. Stretching up the whole body. Should feel pretty good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to come on all fours. Shoulders over the hands, hips over the knees. All limbs nice and wide here. We're going to reach out opposite arm, opposite leg. Come back to center and switch. Heel doesn't come any higher than the rear. Limbs are fully extended. Big exhale from the belly. Draw the belly button into the spine. Neck is relaxed. Again, just like with the plank, your gaze is in front of those fingertips. Arms and legs are parallel to your floor. Hips squared up with the knees in the floor. Make sure that the toes aren't pointed, that they're flexed. Give me 4 more each side, and then we're going to go into our back strengthening exercises. So make sure you have a pillow or a towel for support. 3 more each side. Big exhale. 2 more each side. Heel behind the rear. Finish out. 1 more each side, guys. And relax. Now, grab your pillow or fold up a towel. We're going to lay on our stomach. Extend the legs, point the toes, relax the neck. Palms are going to be to our side. Give yourself plenty of room to breathe, okay? Now we're going to bring the hands around the body and over the head. So make sure you have plenty of room. We're going to push high and then come back down to your side. Push high and low. 3 more in this position. And 2. And 1. Relax. Now slide the hands about 6 to 8 inches away from the thighs and push high and low. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Open up the chest. 2 and 1. Relax. Flip the wrists. Hands out to the side of the shoulders. Come high and low. High and low. Squeeze the shoulders. And 2 and 1. Relax. Make a fist. Thumbs up. Thumbs high. Hands low. Thumbs high. Elbows low. And 3 and 2. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Last one. And relax. Now bring the arms over the head like a superhero. Make sure you have a soft bend in the elbows. Head stays to the ground, as do the toes. Bring the hands high and low and high. Drop those elbows, and 3, and 2, and 1. Relax, make a fist, thumbs up, thumbs high, elbows low, thumbs high, elbows low, and 3, and 2, and 1. Relax, hands flat, drop those elbows to the side so the arms are at 90 degrees. We're gonna really open up the chest and strengthen the shoulder blades with this one. Bring the elbows high and squeeze, and drop, and squeeze, and drop, and 3, and 2, and 1. Relax, make a fist, thumbs up, thumbs and elbows high and low, thumbs and elbows high and low, and 3, and squeeze. Give me one more, and relax. Nice job. Let's go on our back and stretch out the glutes in the back. Make those glutes nice and strong, knees over the heels, feet hip width apart, fingertips to the heels. We're gonna extend straight from the hips. Come straight up, tighten the rear, come down and relax. Glute bridge up and relax. Knees stay over the heels. Try not to bring them in or out. Feel those hip bones. They should come straight up and straight down, straight up and straight down. Look at those hip bones. They should be in line with the knees at the top. Chest, hip bones, and then the knees. Big breath. Tighten that rear at the top and then relax. Give me 8 and then we're holding. 7 and 6. Big breath. 5 and 4. 3, 2, let's hold at the top, guys. 10, 9, tighten the rear. 7, 6, 5, 4, breathe. 2, 1, relax at your mat. Excellent, let's work on our overhead range of motion. Keep that bend in the knees, that's gonna help the back. Now we're gonna bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Push the belly button into the spine, spine into the floor. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingertip into the floor. Glide those fingertips over your head. Don't let any of those points of contact come up off the floor. And big breath out, push everything back into the floor as you bring the elbows back down to the side of the shoulders. And again, belly button into the spine, push it into the floor, wrist stays on the ground. And come back down. Don't let that elbow or that wrist come off the floor. 2 more. And come back down, big exhale. Last one. Big exhale, bring the elbows down. Now we're gonna bring the fingertips up to the ceiling. Palm and wrists are coming to the ground by your side. Fingertips up, back at the hand and the wrist to the ground by your head. Back and forth. Back and forth. Excellent, give me 2 more. Last one. And relax. All right, guys, we're gonna stand up. You can grab 3-pound bells, might be able to do 5. So we're gonna do W raises, which is a shoulder exercise. So I'm advising to start with the lighter ones and see how it works for you. So we're gonna have our feet a little wider than hip width apart, toes in front of the heels, soft, bend the elbows and knuckles facing forward. We're gonna come forward and up to shoulder height and down. Front corner and down and out to the side. Strong wrists, don't let them do this. They should be out straight and push down. Again, forward and down, front corner and down, out to the side. Again, forward, soft bend in the elbows and down, front corner and down, out to the side. 5 more sets. Forward and down, shoulder height and down, straight out to the side. And forward and down, front corner and down, out to the side. 3 more. Forward and down, front corner and down, out to the side. 2 more. Lots of shoulder work today. Front corner and down, out to the side. Last set. And forward and down, front corner and down, now out to the side. Excellent. Now we're going to bring those bells underneath our chin, knuckles facing forward. We're going to go into punch squats. So feet are hip width apart, toes in front of the heels. Now we're gonna rotate the wrist, punch evenly through both shoulders up to the ceiling, bells touch, soft bend in the elbows as the rear comes back, and pull those bells down as the hips come up and forward. And again, punch up, pull down, sit back, hips come up and forward. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. 10 more, curl those toes up. Should be using those heels. 9 and 8 and 7 and 6. Big breath, 5 and 4. Rear behind the knees. 3 and 2. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Now let's roll those shoulders to the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. To the front. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go into an overhead push and press. I'm going to change up for the 5-pound bells. You do whatever you're comfortable with. I'm going to have my knuckles or elbows out to the side of the shoulders, feet hip width apart, knuckles to the back. We're going to bring the elbows in the fists together and wide. Press up, bells touch, soft bend in the elbows, and pull down. Again, push, wide, press, pull down, push, wide, press, pull down. Bells and elbows touch in the front, and then at the top. Bells and elbows touch in the front, bells touch at the top. 10, breathe out. 9, keep those elbows high. And 8, breathe out. 7, don't let the hips come forward. And 6, and 5, and 4. Big breath, pull down. 3, big breath, pull down. 2, last one, push and press, relax. Now we're gonna go into a sumo squat with rotation, which is gonna work the entire body. Feet nice and wide, toes to the front corner of your room. We're gonna roll the bells to the side of the chest, elbows wide, squeeze the shoulder blades in the back. And then we're gonna come down, lowering the rear between the knees, and we're gonna twist, center, twist, center, hips facing me. 45 seconds. Curl the toes up, keep the hips forward. Don't let that rear creep up, keep it low. Try to keep it even with your knees. Big breath out as those elbows come behind your back. Getting this nice rotation here, working the core, we're working the shoulders, we're opening up the chest, and we're working the legs. Breathe out, center, breathe out, center. Almost done, guys. Give me 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Let's get rid of those bells. If you have a resistance band, grab it. Otherwise, we're going to switch to 5-pound bells. We're going to go into alternating bicep curls. So if you have the band, you're going to step on the band, feet hip width apart, elbows to the side, knuckles to the back. You're going to bring one fist up, forward and up, squeeze, forward and down, release. Forward and up, squeeze, forward and down, release. Keeping the elbows to the side. Same movement, and if you're using a bell. If you need more resistance with the band, just bring the feet wider. If you find it's too tough for you to bring that fist all the way up to the shoulder, try bringing the feet closer together. Elbows stay to the side, don't let them come forward or wide, guys. Forward and up, forward and down, forward and up, forward and down. Tighten up those biceps. Don't let those wrists curl, especially if you're using the band. You don't want the movement to come from the wrist. Use that upper arm. Keep that elbow tight. 5, and switch. 4, and switch. 3, switch. 2, switch. Last one each side. And relax. I could step off that band. Now, if you're using the band, we're gonna wrap the band around our hands. I want you to wrap it around several times in between the thumb and the pointer fingers, not around the wrist. If you have bells, just hold one bell each hand. We should have about a foot or a foot and a half of band in between our fists, and we're gonna bring the bells or the band up over the head. We're gonna pull apart, bring that band behind the neck, and push up and pull apart in the front. Use the band or the bells. Slightly tug on that band. If you're using the bells, pull apart slightly to the side, push and pull. Toning the back and the shoulders, and then toning the chest. Nice job. 5, switch, just a slight tug. Give me 2 more. Really toning those underarms. And relax. Awesome. That's great for toning up all that underarm area that everyone wants to tone. Now we're going to go on our mat. Keep the bells and the bands close by. We're going to use our body weight. We're going to go into a glute bridge hold. Feet hip width apart. On our back, fingertips to the heels. We're going to come up and hold for 30 seconds. Extend the hips straight up. Again, look at those hip bones. Chest, hip bones, and knees. Straighten a line. Rear is tight. The back should be aligned here. Nice job. 15 seconds. Curl those toes up, push through the heels. Relax the neck and the shoulders. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice job. Now we are going to grab that band. You can grab the bells if you have those instead. We're going to have the same position. Feet hip width apart. Bend in the knees so the knees are up off the floor. We're going to go into a seated row. Toes up to the ceiling. Wrap that band around the middle of the foot. Make sure it's not around the toes, or you're going to snap the band back at you, I promise. We don't want that. And then crisscross the band so it's in an X. You have extra resistance. I find with these ones with handles with the seated row, I don't get quite enough resistance if I hold the handle, so I'm actually holding the band itself here. If you have bells, just start at your knees. And we're going to glide across the body till the fists come to the side of the body, elbows come back, and release back to the knees. Glide those elbows straight back, squeeze the shoulder blades, come back to the knees. Now, if you're using the band, use that resistance to pull the belly button into the spine and lean back a little bit here. Flat back, shoulders back, chest out. Nice job. Bring those elbows straight back and squeeze in the back. Belly button into the spine, work in the core. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Now we're going to go into roll-ups with the band, which is a core exercise. It's also going to work the legs. If you don't have a resistance band, you can go into sit-ups. So you can put your feet under a piece of furniture or extend the legs, or you can go into crunches if you're more comfortable with that. For roll-ups with the band, we're going to lean all the way back using that resistance, relax on the floor, and then use that resistance against your feet and use the lower abdominals to pull you up. Roll all the way back, big breath, and come all the way up. So you're either doing sit-ups, roll-ups, or crunches, whatever you're comfortable with today and what your equipment allows you to do. Inhale down. Exhale up. We're going at our own pace for a minute, so the faster you do these, the more you're obviously going to do. So focus on form instead of how many you're doing here. Shoulders back, chest out, belly button into the spine. Inhale down, exhale up. If you're doing sit-ups, make sure your feet are flat on the ground. Position the feet so that the feet don't come up off the floor. 15 seconds. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Give me 2 more. Inhale down. Relax. Exhale up. Last one. Inhale down. Exhale up. All right, let's get rid of that band. We are going to go into shoulder blade squeeze glute bridges. So we're bending the knees again. With this one, we're bringing the elbows out to the side of the shoulder, making a very strong fist here. The elbows are going to be supporting us as we go into a glute bridge. Push those elbows down, push through the heels, and come back down. Hips straight up and straight down. Now you're obviously working the glutes and the core here, but you can also work the shoulders with a really strong fist, pushing those elbows with purpose into your mat. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Squeeze those fists even harder. Push those elbows into the floor. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Give me 7 more. 6. Hips straight up. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one. And relax. Now we're going to finish up with W sit-ups. Keep your feet in this position. We're going to extend the arms over our head. Thumbs are touching the floor, and they're going to touch the floor each time we come down. Ears are always in between our arms. Head, neck, and shoulders are going to come straight up about 6 inches and down, thumbs touching the ground. Now we're going to make a W. We're going to go to the left, ears between the arms, and come down with the thumbs. Straight up, ears between the arms, come down, and then to the right. 4 more sets, straight up and down to the left. Straight up and down into the right. If you have head, neck, shoulder issues, a lot of upper shoulder pain, you can also crisscross the arms in front of the body if you're experiencing a lot of trouble in the shoulders with this one. Focus on looking up at the ceiling, find your focal point, and don't move from it. So you don't want to stress the neck and look forward. You want to keep the ears between the arms. Don't let the knees move with the upper body. 1 more set, straight up and down to the left. Straight up and down, finish to the right. Nice job. All right, let's take our time getting up and grab a drink. We're going to go back into that standing position with those lighter bells. We're going to go into W raises. Lighter bells or heavier bells, whatever you're comfortable with. We're going to do 8 sets. Knuckles facing me, feet hip width apart. All right, let's do it. Forward and down, front, corner, and down, out to the side. Again, forward, soft bend in the elbows, front, corner, and down, out to the side. Again, forward and down, front, corner, and down, out to the side. Strong wrists, and forward and down, front, corner, and down, out to the side. Shoulder height, 4 more sets. Out to the side. Should feel heavier this round. Each exercise should be a little more difficult. The weight should feel a little heavier. 2 more sets. Out to the side. Last one. Forward and down, front, corner, and down, out to the side. Excellent. Now we're going to go into those punch squats. Knuckles under the chin, facing forward, feet hip width apart, toes in front of the heels. We're going to rotate, punch up, sit down, pull down, and stand up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Work on those shoulders, opening up the chest. Working the back. We're working the glutes. We can also work the core by pulling that belly button into the spine. Give me 8 more. Make sure the knees stay over the heels. 7 and 6 and 5. Big breath. 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Inhale down, exhale up. Let's roll those shoulders to the back. So we're going to be working those shoulders again with an overhead push and press. 2 and 1 to the front. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. I'm going to grab my 5-pound bells. You pick your poison. We're going to have our feet hip width apart, elbows out to the side of the shoulders, knuckles to the back. We're going to push and press. Elbows and bells together. Press up, bells together. Push and press. Pull down, push and press. Pull down. Give me 10. Pull down. 9. Keep those elbows high and wide. And 8. and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4. Big breath, 3, and 2. Bells touch, last one, full range of motion, finish strong. Hold down, excellent. We're gonna go into that sumo squat with rotation next. Feet nice and wide, toes to the front corners of the room. We're gonna row up to the side of the chest, bend at the knees, lower the rear, and twist. Center, 45 seconds. Keep that rear low, bend at the knees. Torso should be perpendicular to the floor. Hips stay facing me. Elbows coming behind the back. Big breath out and switch. Big exhale and switch. Working hard, you got this. Halfway through, keep that rear low. Challenge those legs, I know you're feeling it. Inhale out and switch. Inhale out and switch. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 1. Relax. Let's get rid of those bells. I'm going to grab our resistance band or our heavier bells. I'm going to go into bicep curls. Step on that band. Feet hip width apart. Elbows to the side. Knuckles to the back. We're going to come forward and up. Forward and down. Forward and up. Forward and down. Alternating side to side. Keeping those elbows glued to your hips. Same identical movement with the bells. Keep the elbows to the side, keep the wrists strong. Bring that band or the bell up to the shoulder as you squeeze that bicep in the front of the upper arm. Give me 10 more each side. And 9, 8, you got it, 7, and 6. Big breath, 5, and 4, and 3, forward and up, forward and down, forward and up, forward and down, one more each side, and relax. You can step off that band. You're gonna wrap that band around the hands a couple of times again, and do those overhead pull aparts, about 1.5 feet a band, palms forward. We're gonna reach up, pull apart to the back, reach up, pull apart to the front. Just a slight tug. I don't expect those fists to come out too wide here. Just a slight tug to tone those shoulders, the chest, and the underarms. Good job. Big breath, give me 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one. And relax. Let's go down to the mat. Glute bridge hold for 30 seconds. Feet hip width apart, fingertips to the heels. Pull the shoulder blades underneath you. We're gonna go up in 3, 2, and 1. Extend the hips straight up. Tighten the rear. Check in on those knees in line with the hip bones in the chest. Fingertips, try to get them to touch those heels. Holding it here, tighten that rear. 15 seconds. And then we're gonna go into that seated row. You got it? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. All right, let's come into a seated position. Join me with your resistance band. Feet nice and wide, hip width apart. Toes to the ceiling, wrap the band around the middle of the foot, crisscross the band. The hands are gonna start at the knees, keep those knees up, and we're gonna glide the hands to the side of the hips and then come forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back. Again, if you're using the band, use that resistance on your feet to come back at a slight angle. Belly button to the spine, make sure that the shoulders come back. I don't want you leaning forward, lean back. Big exhale. You're using the bells. Come from the knees to the hips. Knees to the hips. Pull back. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Relax the neck. And 5. And 4. and 3, and 2. Last one. Nice job. Now we're going to go into roll-ups with a band or sit-ups or crunches. Ready? Timed exercise for 1 minute. Go at your own pace. Inhale down, exhale up using those lower abdominals. Inhale down, exhale up. You're doing sit-ups or crunches. Make sure those legs are bent, that your feet stay flat on the floor. Big exhale at the top. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, relax, exhale up. You're doing crunches and your hands are behind the head. Make sure that your fingertips are just softly behind the ears or the head, that your elbows touch the floor each time you come down. Inhale down, exhale up. You got it. 20 seconds. We're going to go into those shoulder blade squeeze glute bridges. And then finish out with W sit-ups. Nice job. 10 seconds. Inhale down, relax, exhale up. Give me one more. Inhale down, relax, exhale up. Awesome. Get rid of that band. You are done with it for today. And we're going to go on our back. Shoulder blade squeeze glute bridges, feet hip width apart. Elbows out to the side of the shoulder. Strong fists. Ready? We're going to bring the hips high, rear tight, and come down. Push those elbows into the floor, rear tight, and come down. Strong fists. Big breath into the ceiling. We've got 10 more. Tighten up that upper body while you're working the lower. 8 more. Strong fists. And 5. And 4. And 3. Big breath, 2. Last one. Excellent. Let's finish out with W sit-ups. Arms over your head or crisscross at your shoulders. Ears between the arms. Ready? We're going to come straight up first and come back down. Relax the thumbs on the floor. Into the left. Relax the thumbs. Straight up. Relax. And then to the right. 4 more sets. Straight up and down. To the left. Isolate the lower abdominals. Straight up and down. And then to the right. Push that belly button into the floor. Anchor yourself. Straight up and down. To the left. Straight up and down, and then to the right. 2 more sets. Straight up and down. Ears between the arms. Straight up and down to the right. Last one, guys. Straight up and down to the left. Straight up and down. Finish to the right. Excellent job. Let's stretch it out. Join me on your stomach. We're going to roll over here, point the toes. To stretch out those triceps and the shoulders that we work so hard. So we're going to bend at the elbow, bring the hands behind the neck, push those elbows into the floor, and push super, super hard. Harder you push, the more you're going to feel it in the shoulders and the triceps. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now plant the hands. We're going to come onto our knees and curl the toes underneath you. And come into a standing position. Going to bring the feet wide. Clasp the hands, tilt the pelvis forward, tighten the rear, and reach up. Stretch out the shoulders and bend to the side, pushing through your heels. And anchor yourself back at center. And switch. Big breath from the belly. And come back to center. Now flip the wrist, push into the ceiling, bring the feet hip width apart, push into the floor, push in both directions and look up at those hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands apart and back together behind the rear. Let's stretch out those shoulders some more. Soft bend in the knees, rear comes back, chest comes forward, hands come back. Now head to the ground, bringing the hands up to the ceiling, pushing through the heels. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tilt the pelvis forward. Bring the feet wide, one arm across the body, other hand comes underneath and pulls in between the shoulder and the elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to switch sides. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to swing that arm over your head. Grab the ear on the other side, pull away, drop your shoulder. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Switch sides. Grab the ear, pull away, drop the shoulder. Big breath from the belly again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Another awesome workout, guys. Thank you so much for starting your week with me. If you're watching it later, I hope you got a great workout too. Have a great week, and I will see you next week with a new routine. Bye-bye.